G.I. Joe is really something to sing about. With all the authentic equipment you can get, you'll play with G.I. Joe year after year. You can start with one G.I. Joe soldier. Then, with just a handful of equipment packages, you can set up exciting battle action. The more equipment you get, the larger your battlefield. Keep collecting. Soon you'll get G.I. Joe as a Marine, a sailor, and a pilot, too. It's going to be hard to keep Dad from getting in on the fun. He'll want to set up a whole combat squad. Soon you'll have the biggest, the most exciting G.I. Joe combat action you ever dreamed of. Get in on the fun. Start collecting authentic G.I. Joe equipment. Remember, only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
G.I. Joe attacks! Boom, boom! G.I. Joe takes the hill! Bam, bam! Terrific battle!
Terrific equipment to have a battle with. When you get G.I. Joe and the authentic G.I. Joe equipment, you'll have the greatest realism, the greatest fun you ever had in playing soldier. Box after box of authentic uniforms and equipment, so you can change your G.I. Joe soldier into a camouflage Marine ready for battle, a Navy frogman with complete scuba suit and inflatable life raft, an Air Force pilot with high-altitude helmet and air vest. Get G.I. Joe and get G.I. Joe equipment, so you can set up exciting battle action whenever you want. Remember, only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
G.I. Joe, America's movable fighting man, the most realistic toy soldier the world has ever known. Army combat with G.I. Joe. Action soldier. Beachhead assault with G.I. Joe. Action Marine. Underwater demolition with G.I. Joe. Action sailor. Air Force scramble with G.I. Joe. Action pilot. Unlike the little soldiers you used to play with, G.I. Joe is almost a foot tall. He moves just the way you do. 21 movable parts, over 1,000 fighting positions. And with the authentic G.I. Joe equipment available, you can bring a new kind of realism to playing soldier. Get G.I. Joe in the basic uniform and start collecting your G.I. Joe equipment today. It's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
Look at all that G.I. Joe equipment. Boy!
I'm gonna get a tent, a machine gun, 2 machine guns with sandbags and rifles, too. I'll build a combat scene with maybe 4 G.I. Joe soldiers with helmets and .45 caliber pistols. Dad says all the G.I. Joe equipment is authentic. That means just like real. Look at that frogman, a complete scuba suit. And I'll get the life raft and the Navy life jackets. For the pilot, they've got high-altitude helmets and air vests, too. And everything for the Marines is camouflage. And a G.I. Joe footlocker with different compartments so you can keep uniforms and equipment in it. What would I like? Just more G.I. Joes and more G.I. Joe equipment.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
TV's new hero is G.I. Joe. And just look at all the authentic G.I. Joe equipment you can get. Machine guns, tents, rifles, high-altitude helmets, frogman suits. You can build hundreds of exciting battle action scenes. But don't try to get everything at once. Look, when you get the bivouac set, sandbags, and the helmet package, you can set up G.I. Joe soldier action for hours of fun. When you get the command post box, you'll have a .45 pistol with holster, a field radio, field telephone, map and map case, and a waterproof poncho. Start collecting official G.I. Joe equipment and get the official G.I. Joe footlocker so you can keep your uniforms and equipment in it. G.I. Joe. It's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
TV's new hero is G.I. Joe. And just look at all the authentic G.I. Joe equipment you can get. Machine guns, tents, rifles, high-altitude helmets, frogman suits. You can build hundreds of exciting battle action scenes. But don't try to get everything at once. Look, when you get the bivouac set, sandbags, and the helmet package, you can set up G.I. Joe soldier action for hours of fun. When you get the command post box, you'll have a .45 pistol with holster, a field radio, field telephone, map and map case, and a waterproof poncho. Start collecting official G.I. Joe equipment and get the official G.I. Joe footlocker so you can keep your uniforms and equipment in it. G.I. Joe. It's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
Now the whole outdoors can be your G.I. Joe battlefield. On the land, right in your own backyard. On the sea, wherever there's water. You can set up tents on the beach, machine guns in the sand, a communications post in a foxhole. And when you put your frogmen near the water, they'll seem almost alive. To build realistic battle scenes, you can use clumps of grass, twigs and branches, even stone. And with all the authentic G.I. Joe equipment that's available, you'll have a new kind of combat realism when you play with your G.I. Joes outdoors. Start collecting G.I. Joes and G.I. Joe equipment today. And remember, whether you play with G.I. Joe outdoors or indoors, only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe.
Where's he going? To play with G.I. Joe outside.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
Yes, now is the time to play with G.I. Joe outside, at the beach, in a park, around a lake, even in your own backyard. And because you're outside, you can set up G.I. Joe combat action with more realism than you ever dreamed of. G.I. Joe takes a hill, and it's a real hill. The Marines have landed, and it's a real beachhead. You can even play with G.I. Joe frogmen near the water. With G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe equipment, you can build all sorts of exciting battle action. More exciting because it's outside. Start collecting G.I. Joe equipment today. And remember, whether you play with G.I. Joe outdoors or indoors, only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe.
Hail, 3, 4, got one Joe, get some more.
When you get 2 G.I. Joes, you can set up a scouting patrol, a forward communications post, even a Navy attack with frogmen. With 3 G.I. Joes, you can build a machine gun emplacement. With snipers, too. The more G.I. Joes you have, the more exciting the battle action. And with all the authentic G.I. Joe equipment you can get, you'll have a new kind of realism playing soldier.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air. Hail, 3, 4, got one Joe, get some more.
Yes, get more G.I. Joes. Then you'll be able to build the sort of battle scenes you've always wanted. Go down to your toy store and see what's new for you in G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
Have you heard the big news about G.I. Joe? They've got a deep-sea diving suit, just like regulation U.S. Navy. And it actually works in water. Watch it dive to the bottom. Watch the bubbles as you send down air and bring the diver back to the surface. Authentic underwater action with G.I. Joe Deep Sea Diver.
Your toy store has all the uniforms to fit your G.I. Joes, so you can have any battle action. Medics for battle casualties, frogmen, even a ski patrol.
If you haven't started your G.I. Joe collection, everything is new. Machine guns, rifles, radio telephones, tents, everything you need to play G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
Go down down to your toy store and see what's new for you in G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
Have you heard the big news about G.I. Joe? They've got a ski patrol and mountain troops. You can get all sorts of new uniforms and equipment for new combat action with G.I. Joe. Battle casualty? Call the medic, complete with stretcher, stethoscope, even bandages and a plasma bottle.
It's just fantastic. The different setups my boys can make with G.I. Joe. This is really playing soldier. And everything's so authentic, G.I. Joe almost seems alive.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
Put your G.I. Joe into realistic battle action with all the new and exciting equipment. Send out a ski patrol with mountain troops. Bring in the medics. Go down to your toy store and see what's new for you in G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
Have you heard the big news about G.I. Joe? They've got a U.S. Army 5-star Jeep set. Looks like the real thing. Has 3-speed G.I. engine sound. Battery-operated searchlight. A recoilless rifle that really shoots. Your G.I. Joe rides in it, fights in it.
I drive a Jeep, and this is the real thing. Just like all the other G.I. Joe equipment. Just like G.I. Joe himself. Most realistic toy soldier a boy ever played with.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
Remember, G.I. Joe is the toy soldier with 21 movable parts. He stands almost a foot tall, and you can get enough G.I. Joe equipment to build any battle action. Go down to your toy store and see what's new for you in G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe is on the move.
Hut, 2, 3, 4, got one Joe, get some more. Hut, 2, 3, 4, got one Joe, get some more.
Yes, get more G.I. Joes with more equipment so you can build a combat team. Then move out to take a hill. Move out with M1 rifles and fixed bayonets. Move out with field radios and telephones. Move out with machine guns. Move out with the official G.I. Joe 5-star Jeep and its recoilless rifle.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got one Joe, get some more. Get new firepower and new equipment. Get the official G.I. Joe footlocker. Get on the move with America's movable fighting man, G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe is on the move.
Hut, 2, 3, 4, got one Joe, get some more. Hut, 2, 3, 4, got one Joe, get some more.
The more G.I. Joes you have, the bigger the battle action. Now hear this. Man your battle stations. Move out your deep-sea diver to clear away shore mines. He actually works underwater. Move out your frogmen to set demolition charges. Move out your Marines to hit the beach and take the high ground.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe, on the land, on the sea, in the air.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got one Joe, get some more. More uniforms, more equipment, more fun. Get on the move with America's movable fighting man, G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
Hut, 2, 3, 4, got one Joe, get some more.
Yes, get more G.I. Joes and more G.I. Joe uniforms. Do you know there are over 15 different uniforms for your G.I. Joe? Army Combat, Field Jacket, Poncho, MP, Mountain Troops, Ski Patrol, Air Force Flight Suit, Air Force Blues, Camouflage Marine Uniform, Marine Dress Parade, Paratrooper, Medic, Navy Attack, Scuba Suit, Shore Patrol, Deep Sea Diver, Yes, over 15 different G.I. Joe uniforms. Authentic, exciting, ready for you to put into action. And keep your uniforms in the official G.I. Joe footlocker. See all the G.I. Joe uniforms and equipment today.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, fighting man.
Now a new world of fun with G.I. Joe Army. G.I. Joe's a machine gunner, a rifleman, a scout with telephone. More, he fights on skis. He belongs to the mountain troops. Still more? Okay, this new one comes from the headlines. The Green Beret G.I. Joe, Special Forces uniform, portable transmitter, Special Forces rifle, and you can get a 10-inch bazooka that really works. Authentic? With G.I. Joe, you can almost hear the boom of the big guns. Big guns like the one on the G.I. Joe 5-star Jeep. 4 rockets ready for action. A realistic Army Jeep, battery-operated engine sound, and a working searchlight on the trailer. Action? You've got it with G.I. Joe Army. G.I. Joe is the greatest. Nothing else is G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe.
Now a new world of fun with G.I. Joe Navy. You've seen G.I. Joe on the water, G.I. Joe in the water. You've even seen G.I. Joe underwater as a deep-sea diver. But now hear this and see this. The G.I. Joe Sea Sled, the most sensational weapon your G.I. Joe Navy can have. The battery-operated sea sled comes complete with its own frogman. There are simulated harpoons, maneuvering controls, even a radar screen. Diving planes down, and the sea sled dives underwater for a surprise attack. There's never been anything like the G.I. Joe Sea Sled, and you make it work. G.I. Joe is the greatest. Nothing else is G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head.
Now, a new world of fun with G.I. Joe Marines. Just look at this one. Now your G.I. Joe can clear the beach of mines with the new working demolition set, complete with a mine detector that actually lights up when it locates a mine. Comes with power pack, earphones, and mines. And with all the different gear you can get for G.I. Joe, you'll want the official G.I. Joe footlocker. It holds your equipment, keeps your uniforms in order. For exciting action, get the official Let's Go Joe game with a giant battlefield game board, attack and defense master controls, soldiers, missile sights, and ammo dumps. There's a new kind of G.I. Joe excitement with the Let's Go Joe game. G.I. Joe is the greatest. Nothing else is G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, fighting
Now, a new world of fun with G.I. Joe Air Force. Is your G.I. Joe ready for duty aboard a carrier? Does he have the new deck commander set with jumpsuit, signal paddles, and helmet with earphones? Is he equipped with a new firefighter set, special heat suit, hood, accessory belt, and fire extinguisher? Is he ready to go into space with a new G.I. Joe astronaut capsule and spacesuit, silver uniform, space helmet, communications cord? The realistic capsule has simulated retro rockets, sliding canopy, control panel too. And the capsule floats so recoveries can be made. There's even a phonograph record of an actual flight. G.I. Joe is the greatest. Nothing else is G.I. Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
G.I. Joe, fighting man from head to toe.
Now, a new world of fun with G.I. Joe action soldiers of the world. 6 different fighting men from 6 foreign countries. Australian jungle fighter, Russian infantryman, British commando, Japanese imperial soldier, German infantryman, French underground fighter. The G.I. Joe Combat Series. Realistic in every detail, from the uniforms on their backs to the medals on their chests. Realistic equipment, too. Arisaka rifle, Luger pistol, lapel revolver with shoulder holster, gas mask, Sten gun, Bush machete, Russian machine gun with bipod. Add new realism, new dimension to your play battles. Add new fun to your world of G.I. Joe with the exciting action soldiers of the world.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
Do you have a G.I. Joe setup like this? Billy does.
I started with 2 soldiers. Look at it now. The G.I. Joe Jeep is great. And it works, too. And look, I just got the Green Beret G.I. Joe and 3 of the foreign soldiers.
That's great, isn't it? Look at Jimmy.
I built an airstrip with G.I. Joe pilots. But look what's new. I just got the space capsule and the spacesuit, too.
Makes you want to get started, doesn't it? Look at Tommy.
I built a landing beach with Marines and sailors. And I just got the deck commander and the firefighter. They're great. And look, the sea sled that really dives underwater.
Like those G.I. Joe setups? Build one yourself. All you have to do is start. And your toy store's the place.
Boy, oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy.
Say, G.I., have you heard what's new? 4 G.I. Joes that all talk too. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Sound off for more fun, more action, too, with 4 new talking G.I. Joes. Just pull their dog tags and listen to the commands.
Fighter pilots, scramble.
Get talking G.I. Joe, Action Air Force, and the new fighter pilot suit. Bail out with a parachute that actually works. Get talking G.I. Joe, Action Navy.
Now hear this.
Plus the new working breeches boy set that you operate. Get talking G.I. Joe, Action Marine. Make your own realistic action. And there's talking G.I. Joe, Action Army.
Take the Jeep and get some ammo.
Just put him in the driver's seat of the G.I. Joe Jeep. Sound off. Get more fun, more realistic action. Get talking G.I. Joe today. It's talking G.I. Joe from Hasbro.
G.I. Joe, U.S. Army, reporting for duty.
Your new G.I. Joe talks. All you do is pull his dog tag to make him command and lead all your other G.I. Joes through real exciting adventures.
Take the Jeep and get some ammo.
Your secret mission begins. Ammo is secured, and the recoilless rifle on your Jeep is ready for attack.
Commence firing.
Your Talking Joe also takes your games underwater.
Frogmen, check your scuba gear.
And your frogmen begin a mission aboard the G.I. Joe Sea Sled. Battery operated, it glides on the surface and dives underwater. Let the new Talking Joe command all your GIs. Get him wherever G.I. Joe is sold. G.I. Joe by Hasbro. He talks. Clear the decks for your new world of action fun with G.I. Joe Air Force. You take charge of landing operation with the deck commander set, jumpsuit, signal paddles, helmet, and earphones. Handle emergencies with the new working G.I. Joe crash truck. It has a siren, flashing light, and a hose that pumps water. With the G.I. Joe crash crew set, you've got everything under control. Ready to launch your G.I. Joe into space in the astronaut capsule. With an authentic silver spacesuit and helmet, this realistic capsule has simulated retro rockets, sliding canopy. There's even a phonograph record of an actual space flight. Get each of the G.I. Joe Air Force items today. It's G.I. Joe from Hasbro. Battalion, halt. Open ranks for inspection of the 3 great new G.I. Joe Academy cadets. Army, Navy, Air Force cadets in full dress uniform ready for inspection. Inspect the midshipman jacket, trousers, and hat spotless. Scabbard and sword, shipshape. The Air Cadet jacket, sash, sword, A-OK. Here's the G.I. Joe West Pointer. From his plumed hat to his rifle, a sharp cadet. Inspection passed. Now you train them. Turn them into G.I. Joe action soldiers, sailors, and airmen. Get your air cadet ready to become an astronaut. Your midshipman to be a deep-sea diver exploring underwater. Train the West Pointer to be a Special Forces Green Beret. And keep those uniforms and rifles in shape with the authentic G.I. Joe footlocker and rifle rack. Get each of these Army, Navy, and Air Force cadets and equipment today. It's G.I. Joe from Hasbro.
Hey, gang! Billy's got the new G.I. Joe adventure packs. Come on!
Here's a whole new kind of action fun for you. Talking G.I. Joe in the new adventure packs. Choose from hundreds of pieces of equipment on 18 different G.I. Joe adventure packs. Here's the 4-service pack. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. The special footlocker loaded with authentic G.I. Joe equipment. And the big value Talking G.I. Joe adventure pack.
Take Hill 79.
You'll have a complete toy soldier adventure in a package when you own a Talking G.I. Joe adventure pack. Get more fun. Get new G.I. Joe adventure packs today, all at special value prices. But don't waste time. Get to your toy store right now and be sure to look for the special G.I. Joe adventure pack display.